Welcome, my dear friends, to a night filled with fright, to our Halloween event, where darkness meets light. In the heart of the park, a thrill-seeker's dream. Prepare for the horrors that lie in between. Strobe lights will flicker, like lightning so bold. Loud noises will haunt you as stories unfold. Pop scares await in the shadows and gloom as you venture with us into your darkest room. Mature in nature, blood and scenes quite gory. This show's not for the timid, nor those in a hurry. Viewer discretion, it's strongly advised if these sights and sounds aren't what you'd surmise. But if you seek thrills that will make your heart race, we challenge you now to join in the chase. So gather your courage, for the frights are not few. We dare you to enter. If you dare, it's for you. I've got my ticket. As ticket for 2 dares to experience Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Orlando.
Ticket for 2 is here! Universal Studios Orlando for Halloween Horror Nights 2023. And as you can see, we're sporting something a little new. Last year, we were over by the park. Central Park, that is. And it was hot. Burning hot. We're in the shade. A little smarter this time. Kudos to this one actually checking out and scoping where to go and where to start. This year, just like last year, we are making sure to kind of deliver a little bit of what our experiences are for the houses, as well as the scare zones, and maybe some food. But ultimately, we want to make sure to tell you that we're not diving in on prices involving fast passes because, you know, the prices are a little high this year. So we're going straight in just like general attendance. And with that, we could get all of the houses done, we hope. But regardless, we're gonna have some fun. And we're already starting off with a little merch itself. Look at this. The official refillable Halloween Horror Nights cup. This is pretty cool.
It is. I'm trying to never go alone.
Never go alone. Look at this thing.
I would never go alone.
No, we know that. In fact, our first house is a house that one of us isn't really too fond of. And we're gonna take that off the list as quick as possible. And that is Chucky. Someone is not a fan of Child's Play whatsoever.
Nope. Creepy doll, creepy doll.
Again, I urge you guys, if you are going to do the Halloween Horror Nights stay and scream, I'm going to take a quick little pan of the locations. Again, this is the shade here in San Francisco, away from the hotness. Last time I checked in the car, it was about 90, 91 degrees in Orlando in October. That's right, it's hot. It's still hot.
Yeah,
But
it's looking like rain.
and it's looking like rain. Hopefully, it's a little windy, so we're getting a little bit cooler than our last year's experience.
It's definitely not as bad as last year.
No,
I
not
almost
at all.
passed out.
Yeah, so we made
We won't
sure
revisit that.
we're making sure to definitely get the fluids in early. But if you do want to revisit that, you can check it out in our archives and
Yes.
check it out for sure.
You want to see it, but we're not gonna have that happen again.
So one thing to also add is this year I might film, or we might film a little bit of the scare zones, but in its entirety, Amanda will be doing that on our TikTok and Instagram channels. So if you haven't got a chance when this episode drops, check it out. And also, if you're not following us on Instagram or TikTok, do so. Links are provided right here. You know, just looking over there, Central Park, they need some sunscreen. It is super, super hot. Super, super hot. The sun is bearing down. I'm feeling pretty lucky. I really am.
This is definitely one of the good spots.
Yes, again, we can't tell you enough. Shade is our friend here in Orlando, and
Especially with the concrete, like the concrete gets so hot because there's not a lot of shade. So if you find that shady spot, it's definitely worth it to go to that spot because we were in the dead heat for wasn't it like 2 hours last year? We got here like super early and got in line as soon as we could.
yeah,
So I think that's the difference too. Like we didn't get here till about 4:15 today instead of getting here at like 2 or 3. Like we were here. Actually, I think we got here around noon last year, and then we just kind of roamed the park and then got in line at like 3 or something crazy. So.
and it was,
And
if
there's
not
no
this temperature,
shade.
but
No,
hotter.
it was hotter.
It was
I think
hotter?
it was like 98 or even like in the hundreds last year when we came, and like just sitting, and there was no breeze.
No.
This year there's a breeze. Last year there was just absolutely no breeze, so it's just like you couldn't breathe because it was just so.
Exactly. Very true. Very true.
They're starting to all line up.
They are starting to line up, and of course we can't film through the houses, but we will give you our views and ratings of each house that we go through, film up to entering and exiting. Besides that, what has been your favorite part so far of Halloween Horror Nights 2023? Or have you gone yet? Are you excited to go? Leave your comments below, and we're getting ready to start. We are entering Fast and the Furious. But actually today is considered Chucky Child's Play. Number one off the list because we don't like Chucky. So why don't you like Chucky? It's creepy. It's a creepy doll. You know you can just like stomp on him, right?
Fast, you know what? I'll keep this PG, okay? Very minimal.
What?
Very minimal jump scares.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe they were missing people.
Oh, it is still early. It was the
It
first
is.
house. First house.
Only 6:01.
It's only 6:01, yes. At the same time, it's
It was good. I like that it was a double house.
yeah.
Like you walk it through and then you're outside, then you're back in another house.
I felt like the first one was a little more packed than the second.
Yeah.
The Christmas theme scenario. No spoilers, so we won't do too much. But you did jump at a few.
Yeah, there were a couple little jumps.
I jumped at one. Not too bad. Not too bad. But at least the worst that we don't like is done.
Look at the colors.
All right, so what does it taste like?
Honestly, I can't tell.
You can't tell?
Oh, you taste it. Like, you get, there's so many different flavors. Like, I don't really know what else in there.
What is that?
I don't know.
It's like half orange, half grape, half sour maybe? Maybe a little sour? So one done so far as we're entering number 2 at 6:10. And we got into the park at 6 while we started. Gates dropped at 6. Entering the second house right now, 10 minutes in. So 10 minute wait.
It's a 10-minute walk.
10-minute walk for sure. My gosh, look at this. They really make you work to get scared.
Using the better wrenching holidays of our time. Now, I'd like you.
Both sides open. It's like there's mazes all over the place here. Look at all these mazes. It's insane. So what did you think of Dr. Oddfellow?
So I thought it was really, really good.
Uh-huh.
I would say if you don't like circusy stuff, you won't like it. There were a couple of spots that I felt that it was a little claustrophobic. Because it felt like it got enclosed. But otherwise, I thought it was a really good house.
I wish that they actually like gave you some time to like look around instead of speeding you through. Because there was a lot of design, like the work was great.
Yeah.
I mean, like the time that they put into doing that house was awesome. I really like that a lot. So I'm moving that up above Chucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
He was pretty lame.
No personal feelings on that one?
Maybe.
Just a tad bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a tad bit. Again, doing a report in line for our third house, and it's 6:27. No fast passes whatsoever. Even stopping to refill drink, go to the bathroom, and we're still doing pretty darn well.
She said I'm not going in another one of those.
Are you the type of person who likes to have the opportunity to watch people come out of the house and see if it's actually good? Well, this one might be it. Because there's a lot of cheering, a lot of loving it. You know, emotions and excitement is pretty high after people walk out. Let's see what happens. So what'd you think of Darkness? Dark to Seal.
Well, that one was really, really good.
Did you like that more than Oddfellow?
No.
I did like the fact that there was a hint of dirt and musk and mold smell to it, which added to it, but still Dr. Oddfellow was definitely a little bit better. But
Yeah.
so I would say, as of right now, Dr. Oddfellow is top of our list,
Yep.
followed by
Chucky's last.
Chucky's. There we go. So Last of Us right now is at an 80-minute wait. So we're jumping into the Universal Monsters instead, waiting for, you know, that line to die down a bit. Maybe after this, grab something to eat, maybe another refreshment. But yeah, getting ready for the Universal Monsters. The time check right now is 6:55, and evidently we're not the only ones that thought, hey, let's skip out one and come the other, as I believe right now the park is officially open. So anyone that did the stay-in screen has at least done a couple houses. Our count right now is at 3, entering 4. But now the park's open and numbers are peaking up, as you can see. So we hit our snag. It's officially the long line already. 7:13. We don't still see the entrance at all.
Well, I can see where they're going in at, but
I don't see the front of the entrance whatsoever.
you still got a ways to go. Zoom up.
Zoom up.
Zoom up.
Camera up. We finally made it. Well, one more line turn, then we're in. So what'd you think?
It's really good. I thought the costumes had really, really good detail.
Yeah, that was a really good house. Really, the detail of
It wasn't
the
last
set
year,
was
it was
great.
mainly focused on one character.
Yeah,
So I liked that this year it wasn't that.
yeah. That was really good. It was really good. I enjoyed that. So now we'll.
Probably 2.
Huh?
I would say probably 2.
Probably 2. Okay. Scare zone time. As a reminder, there might be a little here, but go over to our TikTok and Instagram to check out the full walkthroughs. Going through Jimmy Fallon to get to Stranger Things. Okay. Funny enough, I got a ticket. And 115 minutes starts now. Wow. This line is insane.
Much later.
There's been a lot of people that have been saying that the fast pass is like as long, but as you can tell, people are zooming straight by. Fast line. That's the standard line. Which one do you prefer?
One long angry line later.
Who came up with the line system? This is insane. Insane. There's the final destination. I still gotta go all the way. And back.
Much later, that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
I have made the home stretch. The home stretch. Finally. Finally! So, what'd you think of Yeti?
They got me good. It was spots.
Yeah.
It was really good. You really felt like you were like out in the wild, camping, walking through the sleeping bags. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing that's interesting is the smells are like on point. Yeah. I mean, that was like dusty old mothball, kind of saturated clothes, mixed in with a woodsy smell. But yeah, I mean, that was good. To give you my review of Stranger Things, because I went through that house. Amazing. I mean, if you're a fan of Stranger Things, everything was exactly legit. It was great. And I can see why a lot of people choose that house as their favorite house, because that actually really happens for sure. So yeah, it was really good.
Last house of the night.
Last house. We are in Blood Moon, and we're not going to be able to do Last of Us nor The Exorcist. But before we go into Blood Moon, which we're in the queue right now, what do you think of the Dueling Dragons?
It more seemed like a video game type thing. It didn't feel like a haunted house.
I mean,
There are a few pop scares and stuff,
yeah,
but yeah, I would say it's
nothing
probably,
like what the Yeti got you with.
yeah.
But
Yeah, but honestly, I would probably say that's my least favorite. Like, it's probably.
so you mean Chuck?
Shadow.
Wait, you mean Chucky beats that?
Yeah, just because it creeps me out. Like, that had no creep feel to it.
I know creep feel.
You know?
The set design was cool, really cool. Especially when you first walked in. That just sets the tone. It's really cool if you haven't done it already. But yeah, I didn't really care for it that much. Air conditioning was nice.
Yeah.
I did like the option with not giving a lot of spoilers.
At
At the end, there is an option of choosing.
Choose your fate.
You choose your
Or
fate.
you're not your fate,
Your fate.
fate.
Your fate. You choose your fate: hot, fire, or ice. So that was pretty interesting. But still, yeah, kind of the lower tier. So let's see what the final house of the night brings us. So we just got done Blood Moon, and yeah, I wasn't too impressed by it. There's a couple good jump scares, and the door slams or door drops always gets us every now and then.
Yeah.
But overall,
I didn't like the theme. Like, that's not my kind of thing.
yeah,
We've been through it, you know.
yeah, it was okay. It's okay. But yeah, overall, we got through what? Almost but 2 houses, so
No, all but 2.
all but 2?
Well, you did 8. I did
7.
7.
Yeah, so 8 for me, 7 for yourself. Overall, really good experience.
Yeah, it was really fun. I feel like coming on a Thursday night, it definitely like made a difference crowd-wise.
Yeah, Thursday
Like,
was.
there were some times that the crowds got up pretty high, but I mean, I've seen it where every house has been like 80 plus minutes, and it wasn't like that tonight. Like, there were a few times that Stranger Things and The Last of Us got really high, like over 100 minutes and stuff, but yeah, I felt like what was posted was not worth it.
Yeah.
Because Stranger Things said 100, like almost 2 hours. It was like 1 hour and 55 minutes when you went through, and you got out in less than an hour.
Still long. It was a little painful, but it was totally worth it. I still say best house by far for the night was Stranger Things. What about you?
So mine was Dr. Oddfellows, just because the detail and everything. Like, yeah, it just was very well put together. All the houses were very well put together.
It screamed Halloween. It screamed Halloween.
It did. All the colors.
Yeah.
Everything about it. So yeah, that's my number
And that concludes 2023 Halloween Horror Nights from Universal Studios Orlando. And if you get a chance to check into the description, you also could earn yourself a way to shop for our shirts. So check them out so you too can have a little bit of apparel, a little bit of gear from Ticket for Two. Until then, thanks for watching, and we look forward to more adventures with you.